Alcoholics Anonymous. We're here to help. For more information, visit aa.org and download the Meeting Guide app.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to Burning Harbor Stadium. My name is Neil Sriwastawa. It's the home opener, take two. The Guelph Royals in town to take on the Hamilton Cardinals. We're going to join this ball game in the top of the second inning with the Guelph Royals leading this one 2-0 with the bases loaded. Doesn't look like we can hear us at all up here, but my apologies. Takaguchi will take over on the hill for the Cardinals.
Hey, it's a little quiet here. What do you think?
I think it is way too quiet, my friend. Josh, let's get this game.
But the game will get underway. Of course, Brett Lawson did start the original game back on the 18th. He will exit the ball game, unfortunately. As that's the case when a game does get resumed. Usually you'd have to get new starters, new lineup as well because of various changes. And we'll go through the lineup for the Guelph Royals as quickly as possible. Raisuke Ohashi is batting second. He'll be leading off. Arthur Kawara is at second base. Actually, he'll be at first base. He's batting second. J.D. Williams is batting third in center field. Andy Leader's in right field now and batting in the fourth spot. Mike Chiquetto's the DH, taking over for Josh Scarton. Brando LaRue is at the shortstop in the sixth position. Keon Missani is batting seventh at third base. Joseph Rosario is doing the catch, and he's batting eighth. And Mark Nellis in left field is batting ninth for the Royals. Defensive changes for the Hamilton Cardinals as well. We got Nicholson in center field. We got Zach Marriott moving over to the second base. Tyler Duncan is at shortstop. He's batting third. Luis Bernardo doing the catching. Dennis DeBanning in right field. Tanner Rempel is at first base. Connor Hicks in the DH spot. Lane Renault is in left field, and Cole Tomasi is over at third to round out the lineup for the Cardinals. As we're getting ready to get underway here, Aguchi will come in to face J.D. Williams with the bases loaded and two away and a 0-0 count. Royals coming to action now, 9-5 on the season. The Cardinals are 9-8. Looking at whoever wins will be the first to 10, or the third team to 10 win, or sorry, fourth team in the intercounty, the fourth team to 10 victories with this victory. Cardinals need to do Brett Lawson a favor and get him off the hook here, or he unfortunately will take two losses in a weekend.
Up to the plate, center fielder.
As Aguchi gets set here, gets the signs for Bernardo, and J.D. Williams will get us underway here in the top of the second inning. And the first pitch from Aguchi misses for ball one. Williams comes into action batting .302 on the season, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs. He hits this one foul, makes the count 1-1. And welcome back in, guys. Do not adjust your sets yet. We did start this ball game in the top of the second inning. Williams gives this one a ride to left field. Renault is there. He's not going to make the catch. 2 runs will score for sure. As the runners advance, and Williams has himself a 2 RBI single. Royals now leading this one 4-0.
Stepping up to the plate, right fielder number 10, Andy Leader.
And Andy Leader, the right fielder, will be the batter now. Leader in just his fourth game with the Royals so far. 17 appearances on the season. Does have 4 hits. Batting .235 on the year, including 2 RBIs. For Williams, those are RBIs 21 and 22 on the season. Moves him back into second place behind Seth Strong of the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. This one is line foul down the line and out of play. Cora's at third. Williams at first. 2 outs here in the inning. Not an easy task for Iguchi to come in with the bases loaded either. Just looking for that final out now. That one sails out of the zone for a ball, evens the count at 1-1. Gucci gets the sign for Bernardo. Ball sails outside again for ball 2. Count now 2-1. On Andy Leader. Of course, Andy Leader acquired by the Royals for a pair of pitchers not so long ago. Leader swings through that offering, makes the count 2-2. From Iguchi. Two offering is lofted down the right field line. It's going to drift out of play and go foul for a long strike. And the count will remain 2-2. Akuchi from the stretch. 2-2 pitch is lined to second base. Up with it cleanly. He'll throw it over. Marriott makes the play. 4-3 goes the putout. And the inning is finally over. Royals do score 4 runs in the inning and lead this one 4-0. You're watching Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
As we head to the bottom of the second inning. Somebody give a big shout out to all of our groups in attendance. You hear your crew make some noise. The Ronald
Who we got coming up?
Wellwood, Hamilton Conservation Foundation, the Interval House, the Boys and Girls Club of Hamilton Halton, the Mark Priest House, Community Living Burlington, John Howard Society, Mission Services, Lyuna Local 837, the Hamilton Police Association, the Hamilton District Labor Council, and the U8 Grimsby Coyotes. Looking for your next group outing? Look no further. Visit iblcardinals.ca for more.
I can barely hear you guys down there, but that's okay. Welcome back to Cable 14, Hamilton Cardinals baseball. Neil Sriwaspa. Bottom of the second inning here at Bernie Arbor Stadium. Hector Yan takes over on the hill for the Guelph Royals as we're under the resumption of this ball game. Kyle Thomas worked up clean first inning, getting the Cardinals in order, 3 up, 3 down. Yan will take over here. Thomas scheduled to get the start tomorrow afternoon against the Brantford Red Sox, so manager Dino Romel, who's sitting this one out as well, opted to bring Yan in here and leave Thomas for a home game tomorrow.
We are at Bernardo.
Luis Bernardo will lead things off here when we start the bottom of the second inning. Of course, now Royals with an early 4-0 lead. A couple of those runs came courtesy of the fog and the weather on the May 18th start. But then, of course, J.D. Williams with the 2 RBI single in the top half when we came back here to resume this game to make it 4-0. As Bernardo will bat here to start things off here for the Cardinals in the bottom of the second inning. Bernardo batting .292 on this season. Just a 1 home run, 14 RBIs so far on the season for him. Does have 12 strikeouts as well and 1 stolen base. His countryman Jan probably really familiar with Bernardo as they were exchanging pleasantries before the ball game. And we're missing a first base coach down at first. Somebody I'm sure is going to take a stroll down there eventually. Bernardo will be followed by Dennis DeBanning and Tanner Rempel due up in the inning. And Connor Hicks will bat fourth in the inning should the inning progress that far. And that one's in there for his called strike on Bernardo from Jan. That one misses inside, evens the count at 1-1. Plate umpire is Jared Merkley. Scott Scadello is at first, and Tak Masuda is at third today. as if the umpires got changed over for this ball game. Grounded to the shortstop. LaRue up with it. He'll field it clean. He throws to first in time for the out. Bernardo retired 6-3, and there's one away here in the home half of the second inning.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder.
Going to bring up Dennis DeBanning now. DeBanning batting .333 on the season. Has 6 doubles, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs on the campaign. Of course, both his home runs came in the season opener on May 17th in Kitchener against the Panthers. Watches this one from Yan sail outside for ball 1. The count is 1-0. Swings through that offering, and Yan evens the count at 1-1. Tanner Rempel on deck. Connor Hicks in the hole. 1-1 offering. This is inside for a ball, and Yan loses his hat on that pitch as the wind gusted up and knocked it off his head. Count quickly 2-0. Or sorry, 2-1 on DeBanning. That one misses upstairs and runs the count to 3-1. Yan gets the sign from his catcher, Del Rosario. 3-1 pitches in there for a strike. Called strike anyways. Now it's 3-1 on DeBanning. I think it's 3-2. Swung on and missed. DeBanning goes down on strikes, and there's 2 away. Tanner Rempel now the batter. Rempel, of course, last week's player of the week in the Intercounty, the HRD player of the week. Picked it up right where he left off last year or last week anyways, with a single in the first inning against the Welland Jackfish. Rempel batting .333 on the season, 1 home run, 11 RBIs for the he fouls off the first offering from Yan for strike 1. Hector Yan will go as fast as you let him go out there, so Cardinals batters will have to be moving it along here in a hurry, as Yan likes to deliver early and often. That one misses upstairs for a ball, evens the count at 1-1. One pitch is popped in the air in the infield. And it looks like it's going to be caught by anyone. It will just go foul and out of play for strike 2 on Rempel. Cardinals as a team coming to action, batting .274 on the season. Having scored the second most runs in the IBL, behind the Welland Jackfish. Royals leading this one 4-0 if you're just tuning in. That one gets inside on Rempel, and he'll wear that one as he takes his way down to first with 2 away. Hit by pitch puts Rempel aboard with 2 away now for Connor Hicks, the designated hitter.
The designated hitter, number 24, Connor.
Connor Hicks batting .286 on the year. 1 home run, 3 RBIs so far. Does have 10 hits on the season. So he's 10 for 35 overall in just 9 ball games. That one's in there for a called strike. And Yan headed to count at 0-1. That one misses upstairs and outside. Evens the count at 1-1 on Hicks. Hector Yan on the season, 27 and 2/3 of an innings pitched so far. ERA at .422 as he gets Hicks to chase that one and makes the count 1-2. Yan with 25 strikeouts coming to action today, so make it 26 and counting so far in this contest. Tez has surrendered a lot of base on balls, 20 so far this season. The former California Angels prospect, or I guess Anaheim Angels. That one misses outside. He's asking the umpire where that was. This is inside or outside. Rosario pointing to his glove and pointing inside there. And that's where it missed. Here's the 2-2 offering from Jan. Outside for a ball that run the count to full at 3-2. And that's been Hector Jan's program since he broke into the IBL last season. Some days he's outstanding, throws a lot of strikeouts up. Other days the pitches miss and he throws a lot of walks. Would love to cut this down. I'm sure manager Dino Romel would love to see him cut it down as well. 3-2 offering is popped in the air to center field. Williams underneath this one. He'll make the catch, and the inning's over. Cardinals strand a base runner here in the bottom of the second inning. They trail the Guelph Royals 4-0. You're watching Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
How are all my friends doing here in the silver stands? Let me hear ya. You guys are my favorite. I'm so happy to see you all, and I also have an exciting surprise. Who wants to come and run on the field?
Sometimes the littlest things can make the biggest difference. Like nature brightening your day. Bring nature to your backyard with Armstrong Bird Food. Feeding Cardinals since 1986.
Welcome back to Cardinals baseball on Cable 14. I'm Neil Sriwastawa. As we head to the top of the third inning, the Guelph Royals leading the Hamilton Cardinals 4-0. Taguchi back out on the hill here. Looking to just get back on his rhythm here. Royals came into the ball game with the bases loaded and 2 away. He gave up the signal to J.D. Williams. Down the left field line, the wind helped that one a little bit. Kept it away from Lane Renaud down the left field. Williams brought home 2 more to make it 4-0. Of course, this game was resumed from May 18th. Cardinals went 3 up, 3 down in the first 2 innings in this ball game. Well, the first inning was in May 18th, and of course, the half inning was taking place a few minutes ago. Mike Chiquetto now the batter, the designated hitter tonight. What happened to the bat? He's in the lineup and replacing Josh Garton, who was hit a ground ball single up the middle his first time up. Chiquetto now at the plate here. Of course, this is one of 4 games in the intercounty this afternoon. Toronto's playing against the London Majors. Chatham-Kent is hosting Welland, and we got Barrie and Brantford starting at about 3 o'clock. That one misses for a ball from Noguchi, and the count is quickly 2-0 on Mike Chiquetto. Noguchi gets the sign for Bernardo. Lines this one foul and out of play for strike 1. That one's in there for a called strike, and evens the count at 2-2 as Noguchi starting to get his groove on here. Gets the sign for Bernardo. 2-2 offering. Chiquetto gives this one a ride down the left field line, but hopefully it's going to hook foul and go out of play for a long strike. Chiquetto was all over that one, and Noguchi got a little too far inside for Bernardo's liking. They'll do it again at 2-2. 2-2 pitch is chopped foul by Chiquetto. He'll stay alive at 2-2. Brandon LaRue will follow Chiquetto, followed by Keon Masani, who's playing third base. Manager Gina Romel pretty much had to throw out the lineup card based on who was left here. A lot of guys out of the lineup. There's a chopper. Iguchi up with it. He'll step and throw to first in time to get Chiquetto. 1-3 goes your put-out, and there's one away here in the top of the third inning.
Stepping up to the plate, the shortstop, number 5, Brando LaRue.
Brando LaRue, the shortstop, will be the batter now. Of course, LaRue was still at school when the original lineup card was made. Florida Atlantic University, Division I, had an outstanding year. You're going to see this guy's name in a lot of press in the next year or so. I'm guaranteeing it. Just an outstanding ball player and an outstanding human. His dad, Luis, is always at the ball games, always cheering him on. Throwing, even offers to clean up the field a little bit between innings as well. As Taguchi gets ahead on the count on LaRue with strike one. 0-1 offering. Misses just outside, runs the count to 1-1. Of course, LaRue played for the Canadian junior national team a couple years ago. Met Jose Batista, almost called him Joey Bats, as LaRue swings it through that offering. And Joey Bats was instrumental in finding LaRue a place to play in the college levels in the States. So there's always a connection there between those two. LaRue swings and misses. Bernardo up with it. He'll throw down to first. K2-3 will go your put out, and there's two away as Iguchi gets the strikeout. And that's another hot and ready strikeout for Hunger from our friends at Little Caesars. They'll make another $3 donation to Mission Services here as they strike out Hunger in the Hamilton area. Keon Masani with now the batter, with two away here in the third inning. Royals leading this one 4-0. Masani batting .250 on the season, does have 2 RBIs. He is 7 for 28 on the year. Takes strike one inside. And Iguchi getting ahead of the count at 0-1. Hoping to have a special guest up here in the 4th inning. This one's grounded down the line here. Flip to first, Iguchi covering, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Cardinals here in the start of the third inning. They still trail the Royals 4-0. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
Hey there, fans. Voting has opened for the IBL All-Star Weekend, the weekend of July 20th in Welland. Make sure you head to the IBL.ca/vote to stuff the ballot with all your favorite Cardinals players. Once again, the IBL.ca/vote to get those ballots filled up with all of your favorite Cardinals players. Stepping up to the plate, the left fielder, number 6, Lane Renault.
Bottom of the third inning here on Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14. The Cardinals trailing the Guelph Royals 4-0. As we resume this action from May 18th. Hector Yan took over on the hill. Pitched a scoreless second inning so far. He appealed down at first. And the appeal is denied. It's ball one. Scott Scatello, the first base umpire, said he did not go around. Renault watches that one in there for a ball. and the count is quickly 2-0. Lane Renault now batting in the 8th spot today in left field. Ian Tomasi will bat 9th and be due up 2nd. Then back to the top of the order, and Brendan Nicholson for the Cardinals. As Jan falls behind the count, 3-0 here. That one's in there for a called strike. Count now 3-1. That one's fouled away. Lane Renault batting 182 on the season. Does have 3 RBIs on the year. Of course, he's been battling a myriad of injuries between starts. That one gets away, and Renault will take the 5-pitch walk here, 6-pitch walk to start the 3rd inning for the Cardinals with the leadoff man aboard. Ian Tomasi will be the batter now. Ian Tomasi batting 200 on the year. 1 home runs, 4 RBIs for the youngster.
Yeah, Tomasi.
The Cardinals just looking to break the goose egg here. Get back on the scoreboard. First pitch to Ian Tomasi is a called strike at the knees. He falls behind the count at 0-1. Well, thank you so much for tuning in on Cable 14 this afternoon. And happy Canada Day long weekend to everybody. This one is driven by Ian Tomasi down the right field line, but it's going to hook foul and go out of play. The count now is 0-2 on Ian Tomasi. Aside from the home run, he doesn't have any extra base hits so far. 0-2 offering misses upstairs. Rosario has to do a good job to keep that one in front of him. And that'll run the count to 1-2. Swung on and missed, and Tomasi goes down on strikes, and there's one away. Then I bring in Brandon Nicholson, who's 0 for 1 in the contest.
The center fielder, number 4.
Way back in May 18th.
Nicholson.
As the Cardinals were retired in order, 3 up, 3 down in their half of the first inning. Rain and fog came back up in the top of the second. Royals did get through a little bit of an inning and scored 4. That one's in there for a strike on Nicholson. Nicholson batting .234 on the season. Does have 10 RBIs. 1 double, 1 triple. Watches this one sail outside, and the count is even at 1-1. 1 away here in the Cardinals' home half of the 3rd inning. I say 12 the Guelph Royals 4-0. 1-1 offering. Is swung on and missed. Throw down to second, and runner's going to steal the base. Give Renault the stolen base, so the hit and run was on. And Nicholson runs the count to 1-2. Renault now in scoring position for Nicholson. Should he get something able in the outfield here? Cardinals, of course, blanked on Friday night's contest against the Welland Jackfish. That one misses inside. That makes the count 2-2. Cardinals came into play at 9-8 on the season. The Royals were 9-5. Royals have a lot of rainouts, a lot of ground to make up in the inter-county. That one's a called strike on Nicholson. And he'll go down on strikes for the second out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 1, Zach Marriott.
That'll bring him Zach Marriott now, his first at bat. He was 0 for 1 in the contest. He started the ball game on May 18th at third base, but he moved over this afternoon to second. Like I said, wholesale changes on both sides of the lineups for both the Royals and the Cardinals, so it feels like a brand new ball game. albeit a short one. And the Cardinals spotted the Royals an early lead. That is ball one on Zach Marriott. Marriott, of course, has 14 RBIs on the season and 2 home runs. That one misses outside. Runs the count to 2-0. Marriott be followed by Tyler Duncan. Should the inning continue? Jan gets the sign from his catcher, Rosario. 2-0 offering on its way. Marriott lost this one in the left field. Looks like the third baseman is going to make that catch, and he's going to make the grab. And Marriott's retired at the end of the inning. Cardinals strand a base runner here in the home half of the third inning, but have nothing to show for it. They trail the Guelph Royals 4-0 here on Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
Hey, Em, I hear you got quite the group down there ready to run the bases.
Oh, I have all my kiddos down here. Are you guys ready to go on my count? 1, 2, 3, let's go! Make some noise for your little ones down here.
I don't know if I'll be able to hear you through it, but we'll just don't worry. Not sure if I'll be able to hear you through it because we're having some problems downstairs, but yeah, that's fine. That's good. Top of the fourth inning here at Bernie Arbor Stadium as you see the traditional kids running the bases. This is one of my favorite parts of the game. Of course, we have the delight and honor to be joined by, well, a longtime mentor of myself anyways. Dino Romel, the manager of the Guelph Royals, will join us for the next inning anyways. Ow, wow, that's loud. Turn that down a little bit, that killed me. Dino, it's great to have you up here with us. Hopefully everything is working and sounding okay. Oh, it's very rare we got a chance to actually do this again. Of course, my first ever broadcast was with you way back when. 1993. I think we did a Cambridge Junior game against the Guelph. I guess they were the Guelph Pro-Joys back then.
Yeah, that's right. Was I suspended back then?
I don't think you were. I think that was actually a Wednesday night or something. You weren't suspended then, but that was just some fun stuff as far as this stuff goes. So unfortunately, the only reason you're able to join us today is because you are actually serving that suspension you got from last year from, I don't want to call it the massacre with the chair, but that's okay.
I got a little carried away last year. It was against in a playoff game against Toronto, and because we had the suspended game, I have to finish up the suspension today. It's tough not being in uniform, obviously, but you know I'm glad to see Hector throwing so well, and hopefully our offense can keep rolling here.
Yep. So the Royals have got a lot of rainouts. You guys are 9-5 on the season. Everybody else on the team in the league is almost to 20 games or so. You guys are only at 14 right now. So how's this going to be pulling it down the next little bit for as far as pitching management for you?
Well, you know, it's going to be a busy schedule. We have a span where we have 9 games in 13 days coming up. We're really happy about where our pitching staff is so far, and I mentioned to you earlier, this is our 14th different lineup out of 15 games that we've had. So we're waiting to get some kind of continuity offensively. And so, you know, I think it's going to be good. You're going to get into a situation where it's more like professional baseball, and you're playing almost every day, and you get in a bit of a rhythm. But
exactly.
Yeah, I love what they're doing here in Hamilton. You know, they've done such a great job, not only on the field but off the field, and it's a treat being here today on this beautiful day.
Exactly. As Rosario hits the first one, he sees up the middle. Marriott knocks it down, but he's not going to have a play, and Joseph Del Rosario will be aboard with a single to start the fourth inning.
Well, Del Rosario is a kid that we're really high on. He's only 18 years old. Plays with Mississauga Tigers, as does this next guy here, Mark Nellis. We've got a lot of young junior age players in here that are give us a lot of energy, and they play with a lot of energy. And you saw a good at bat there with.
And that's just a testament to you and, of course, Sean Travers and the work he does as far as the director of player recruitment for the Royals as well. So this one's bunted down the line. Nellis will be thrown out on the sacrifice. 1-3 will go to put out, and it'll move Joseph Del Rosario to second base with one away.
I love what Iguchi does there, not only filling his position, but he throws from 3 different angles. He's over top. He's a 3/4 guy. He comes submarine. Great movement on the when he's subby. Loses a little bit of velocity, but he's a guy that throws 90, 91. So, he's a difficult guy to pick up. And before the game, we had a little bit of a meeting, and I stressed discipline at the plate and not trying to pull everything against this guy. He's very, very effective.
That he is. So been delayed to watch him pitch as far as the different location he brings it out to, too. I can only imagine what it does to batters when they come to the batter's box. You're not sure which way you're going to get it. Get 3/4, you're going to get submarine, you're going to get over the top. I don't know how you make the adjustments on the fly here.
Well, I'll tell you, the one thing about pitching is trying to disrupt the tempo of the hitter and the eye level of the hitter. And that's sometimes you see how they set up with pitches or arm slots. And I think that's what makes this guy so effective.
So, of course, the signing deadline is July 29th, and the Royals have always been known to make, a last-minute trigger or anything. Is there anything really on the priority list as far as the Royals go now? You're 9-5 on the season right now. And
well, we're excited. We've signed a player that, we're going to finalize some things on, but he's already committed to coming here. He's a guy who's in the Los Angeles Angels system. He's a catcher, third baseman, and
that'll definitely help.
He's a middle-of-the-order guy, plays decent defensively, but his offense is really, really good. We're looking at adding a couple of pieces on the mound and another middle infielder. I think we're going to be in great shape.
Now, is there still an off chance that Claudio Custodio rejoins this lineup coming end of July too?
Absolutely. Claudio's. I'm in contact with Claudio daily. He's still on our roster on the protected list. His issue is going to be obviously getting the visa on time, but having that late signing deadline is going to help us a little bit as far as trying to get him suited up with the Guelph Royals. But we have all of our intentions are to have him in the lineup and on the mound during the stretch drive.
This one's grounded to the hole. That's going to get through. Ohashi will have his second hit of this contest. Of course, his first career IBL hit came in this ball game way back on May 18th, but doesn't get to count it in the stats, so this game officially goes in to the record books.
That's a great piece of hitting by Ohashi. Now, Ohashi and Iguchi have faced each other in independent ball in Japan, so he was giving us a bit of a scouting report as much as he could, speaking English. But he did a great job of practicing what he preached there. Not trying to do too much and driving the ball the other way.
Of course, now you're without Yuki Narita, who was acting as your translator half the time, too. So, how's your Japanese coming along?
Konnichiwa. I'm very better. 2 words I'm up to now. That's another issue there that we're going to have to look at. Yuki Narita got released yesterday and is on his way back. He'll be in the lineup tomorrow with us again. We didn't take him off our regular lineup, so we're allowed to bring him in at any point. Again, some of the rules in this league, if you put a player on
be a stolen base.
If you put a player on your protected list, you have to sit him on there for 30 days. Unless he's a guy like Claudio who hasn't played yet. And I love that rule. They're doing some great things in this league, and that rule is based on what was happening, people misusing that protected list. So they were sending an import on a protected, so they essentially have 7 or 8 imports. And they stopped that.
Infield in now as the Cardinals just trying to cut this one down and keep the score 4-0.
Neil, the thing that you're thinking right now as a hitter is trying to get the ball elevated. You want to, you don't want to hit a ground ball with the infield in here. You want to either drive it through or get something in the air.
Get something in the air and just put it in the play somewhere.
Exactly. It's tough against Iguchi though because he keeps the ball down. He's got that, little sink to his fastball as well. So tendency is, and we've seen it early on here, there's been a lot of ground balls.
As Kawara works with a 2-2 count on him. Iguchi from the stretch again. 2-2 offering is line foul. Kawara doing a great job of just staying alive and making Iguchi eat some more pitches up here.
Arthur's going to be a guy who's going to be a really good hitter in this league. He's actually leaving next week to go to Poland to play in a league in Poland for a month.
Oh, nice.
He's pretty excited about it, and I'm excited for him to experience that and see the world.
Is that the same league Merrick Deska used to play in? Or is this a different
Yes.
Oh, nice. Guerrero goes down on strikes looking, and there's 2 away here in the 4th. But J.D. Williams, who's already got a pair of RBIs in the contest, will be the batter now. Of course, J.D. Williams has a great Instagram account if you guys are on there looking for left turns only on Instagram. He actually sometimes will wear a microphone. I didn't know he was doing it until he started posting these things. I was like going, that was very cool because he's got a microphone on in the center field sometimes. And of course, he'll actually mic himself up when he's at the plate too, and you can just go through his process during an at-bat or when he's fielding his position. That one's down the line, and it'll be ball one. Throw over.
I think the great thing about JD is he loves to teach the game.
Oh,
so
he does.
With that left turns only, he's working with young players, and he's got his Instagram site that explains the mindset and how to attack balls when you're at the plate and different aspects of the game. I think he's a guy that's giving back to the game, which I love because I've done it for so many years, and I've got so much excitement out of it. But the one thing I will tell you about JD, I've had the pleasure of coaching him even prior to the Guelph Royals when I had him with the Ontario Blue Jays, and I talked to college scouts and pro scouts about him. He has such a great feel for the game. Little things that he does that people don't pick up on, and I think you see it in the success that he's had this year.
No question. I just remember when you guys got him and everything else. It's like, how do you guys keep getting all these players? And then it goes back to all the guys you've worked with over the years for the Ontario Blue Jays and even before then. This one's line in the outfield, and the Royals will strand a pair of base runners. Dino, you can warm welcome to hang around. If you got time to stick around for the half inning, we'll be back from Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
So let's check back in with our good friend Emily.
Fans, we want to see your selfies. Take a picture of you enjoying today's game. Take us at Hamilton Cardinals for your chance to win tickets to the next regular home game of your choice. I'm coming up there. I want to see your selfies.
At least another half inning anyways. And always a great time to talk baseball with you because, of course, growing up and everything else, a lot of people know that I was the bat boy for the Guelph Royals when you were the manager, and it was just always those card rides home, and I just always appreciate you, having the patience with me. I want to say a never-ending, relentless number of questions just on situational hitting and various other things about the game of baseball.
Well, I loved having you around, Neil, and I appreciate everything you do for the IBL.
Well,
You're one of the most well-known guys here because of the sacrifices you've made for so many years.
Well, as I call it many times, we actually just did game number 800 in the league on Friday night. Actually, I didn't make it that big notice or anything, but yeah, we figured out the math last year, and the kids sat down and did the math, and it was like, yeah. And then Kellen called me Saturday morning. Dad, that was game number 800 Saturday, Dad.
That's fantastic.
I was just like, I was blown away by that number, and of course, we're very close to 600 with the Guelph Royals in the next few weeks. I'm not going to say what number it is because, again, I don't want anybody making a big deal out of it. But it's just like, it's been an honor to just do this stuff, and I fell in love with this league at a very young age, and it's always been my summer home, and I'm always grateful for the opportunity to call games, to be a part of this league, and just do what I can. Well, the count is now 2-2 on Tyler Duncan.
I'll tell you one thing, though, Neil. It's not just with you and what you do for the league, but I just love the direction, the ownership groups that are in here right now. Our commissioner has done such an amazing job with selling the league to people and how he runs it. I think it's fantastic.
Duncan will take the leadoff walk here in the fourth inning. The Royals do lead this one 4-0. Of course, this is a resumption of the May 18th home opener. Royals got 2 runs across in the May 18th, and then 2 more in the top of the second inning to close out the inning for that 4-0 lead. And Luis Bernardo will be the batter now.
That was a big play at the end of the inning to get Marriott out with Duncan on. He's just such a dangerous hitter.
He is.
Hector got on him early in the count there and let him go a little bit, but I mean that's a guy that you have trouble. You just want to make sure the bases are empty when he comes up to the plate because he's a game changer and deserved MVP last year.
He definitely did. There seems to be like 1 or 2 guys on every team you just don't want to come in with the bases loaded, and then Duncan's definitely that one guy, and then probably either Bernardo or Zach Marriott as far as these Cardinals go.
Well, absolutely.
The Royals, of course, it's Josh Garton who's out of the lineup today, enjoying some family time, I'm sure.
The Banning is another guy. Dennis has had a bust-out year as well. So up and down the line with Hamilton, Tanner Rempel has been hitting the ball well of late. So you go up and down this order. It's a very dangerous order. You can't walk guys and give free bases here. That's something else we talked about.
That one's grounded to LaRue. He's going to flip the second for one. On to first in time. Actually, it's going to get away. It's going to be on a one-hopper. Bernardo will stop at first. He reaches on the fielder's choice, and there's one away as Duncan's retired. It looks like he got his hand or his ankle jammed here. I'm not sure.
It looked like his ankle or something sliding into second base.
That is not good news if you're a Cardinals fan.
That's not good. That's not good for Hamilton right there.
No, that's not. Looks like he's going to have to get some assistance here, and we'll definitely get the trainer to look at something.
He's tough. He'll stay in there.
Rocky Mountain Thunder will give way for Dennis DeBanny now with one on and one away here.
As a Royals manager, you're kind of happy to trade off Duncan for Bernardo on the bases.
Yeah, well, exactly. Bernardo's not going to steal too many bases. He does have one stolen base this year, though.
Hector is such an effective pitcher. He's got a two-seam, a slider, a split. His fastball runs up there on 94. His issue is just consistency and locating in the zone.
Yep. This one's grounded to the second baseman. He'll flip the second for one. On to first in time. They're going to get the double play. And Dino does the fist pump up here. Nothing across for the Cardinals.
I was just stretching.
I saw it. It's all good. Dino, thank you so much for taking time out of your day today. I really do appreciate you hanging out with us. We'll see you next Saturday. Of course, the Royals are playing at home tomorrow against the Brantford Red Sox. Game time is 1:05 p.m. I'll be on my way to London that afternoon, so taking in the fireworks with the kids, so that should be a good afternoon.
Well, you guys do a great job with the broadcasts here. We're always tuning in, and you do a great job doing the play-by-play, and I appreciate you having me, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks so much, Dino.
Thank you.
Bottom of the fourth inning is over, folks. We'll be back on Cable 14 when we come back with the top of the fifth inning. Kane, I'm going to switch headsets. Top of the fifth inning here, the Hamilton Cardinals trailing the Guelph Royals 4-0 on Cable 14. I'm Neil Sherwaskowa. It was great to have Dino Ramel up in the lineup, the Guelph Royals manager, of course, serving his one-game suspension. Didn't want to take up too much of his time. Him and I could probably talk baseball for hours, and we'd forget there was a baseball game going on. So that's not fair to you guys watching at home, so we let Dino go. We'll catch up another day. Takaguchi working into his third inning of relief here. All 4 runs are charged to Brett Lawson. As the Cardinals will try to get him off the hook here. Down by 4. All 4 runs coming in that second inning, of course. Lawson was on the hill on May 18th. Gave up 2 runs. Loaded the bases, unfortunately, due to some weather issues. And then J.D. Williams cemented that 4-0 lead with a 2 RBI single down the left field to start the inning here, to start the broadcast. Andy Leader will be the first batter to face Aguchi here in the 5th inning. Leader, of course, acquired for 2 pitchers. Danny Garcia and Jorge de la Cruz Paez were the exchange with the Kitchener Panthers. Leader, of course, a 3-time IBL All-Star, was sitting out of the Panthers lineup to this point. Kelly was traded. Liam Wilson, another one of those Panthers, unfortunately, holding out on the Panthers lineup so far with no destination in mind yet. Hopefully something in the league can happen there to get that young man back in the lineup. Leader takes ball 1 inside from Aguchi. What an offering. Misses low for a ball, and the count is quickly 2-0 on Andy Leader. Leader's got a great bat control. Doesn't hit a lot of home runs, but does do a lot of RBIs and finds ways on base all the time. Of course, he's got such great defensive mindset as well. They come into action batting .235 on the season. Collins outside for a ball, and leader draws the leadoff walk here to start the 5th inning. 4-0 Royals leading this one. If you're just tuning in, Mike Chiquetto now the batter. Chiquetto will be followed by Brandon LaRue. Chiquetto is 0 for 1 in the contest. So it's taking over for Josh Garton. He grounded out 1-3 to Iguchi his last time up. Iguchi throws over the first, leader back safely. It's the first disengagement of the at-bat. Of course, it was great to have Scott Costello up here as well. Prior to the ball game, had a great chat with him. I'll definitely have to get him on either one of the broadcasts or something on our YouTube channel. Talk about the umpire's perspective on things and just the rule changes and everything else. Of course, Scott Costello is the umpire-in-chief, so he does a lot of that stuff. He's got the ins and outs of the league and what we can do to improve things as far as speeding the game along. Nobody wants to sit in a baseball game for more than 3 hours. According to him, the league average is actually down to 2 hours and 54 minutes. He says there's some ways we can definitely improve it a little more as well. And the count is 2-0 on Chiquetto. As Bernardo readjusts himself here. Gucci from the stretch, looks back the runner at first. That one's in there for a called strike and runs the count to 2-1 on Chiquetto. Leader definitely has some wheels as well, so Cardinals will have to be on their toes. He's got a pretty considerable size lead at first now. 2-1 offering. Is lined up the middle of right Chiquetto. It's going to drop in front of Nicholson for a base hit. Leader stumbles around second base, or he'd be going to third. And they're actually going to get him at second base as he stumbled and unfortunately got his foot caught the base going around it. A great throw by Brendan Nicholson into the shortstop. And everybody's all right. One away, give Chiquetto the single. Leader retired 8-6 on the putout. Or was that 8-4? 8-6. Conferring with Nate Seeger, the official score. This one is lifted by Renaud in left center field. And it's going to be caught on the run by Lane Renaud for the second out of the inning. LaRue got a charge into that one, but Lane Renaud was able to track that one down. The wind helped a little bit. LaRue retired on the F7 for the second out of the inning. Keon Mosani now the batter. Mosani is 0 for 1 in the contest. He grounded out 3-1 his last time up. 4-0 Royals leading this one. In the top of the 5th inning. Mosani takes ball one high. Maguchi. No activity in either bullpen. There's actually nobody down in the Royals bullpen whatsoever. That one misses inside on Mosani. And the count is 2-0. Between Dino Ramel and Sean Travers, this Royals lineup is going to be stocked for years to come. With lots of great, talented ball players. Some guys on their way through, some guys on their way back down. All guys just loving to play some baseball in the Royal City. Count now 2-1 on Mosani. Gucci gets the stretch from the stretch again. 2-1 offering is in there for a called strike on the inner half. Evens the count at 2-2. Called strike 3. They get the punch out. Mosani didn't like the call. Jared Merkley with the punch out. Royals leave a base runner aboard. They still lead this one 4-0. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
Now let's check back in with our good friend, Emily.
Hi everyone, hi, it's Ellie and Tiffany, our sisters, and this is their first game here, so everyone give them some love.
Bottom of the 5th inning, we go here at Bernie Arbor Stadium in Neil Shrewsbury. The Hamilton Cardinals trailing the Guelph Royals 4-0 in the resumption of the May 18th ball game. So if you're wondering, if you're just tuning in now, going, why are we so far into this ball game? So we had an inning and a half lead here, and we're just at the 2:55 point in the afternoon now, but we're halfway through the 5th inning. Tanner Rempel will lead things off for the Cardinals in the 5th inning. Rempel was hit by a pitch his last time up, as Hector Yan took over on the hill for Kyle Thomas. Thomas is scheduled to pitch tomorrow against the Brantford Red Sox on Canada Day at Hastings Stadium. That's a 1:05 start. The other two games in the Intercounty tomorrow night are 6:05 starts under the lights, and then hopefully you get a chance to enjoy the fireworks, both in Welland and, of course, at London. That's where we are tomorrow afternoon. That one's in there for a strike on Rempel as Yan gets ahead of the count. This one is chopped to the third baseman. Mosani up with it. He'll throw to first in time. Rempel retired. 5-3 on the putout for one away.
Stepping up to the plate, the designated hitter number 24, Connor Hicks.
Connor Hicks will be the batter now. Hicks is 0 for 1 in the contest. He flew at the center field his last time up. He gives the first pitch he sees from Jan a ride, but it goes foul for strike one. Like I said, nobody down in the bullpen, so that baseball is going to be staying down there till somebody trots on down to get it. So he chases the second offering from Jan and falls behind the count at 0-2. I switched headsets, so hopefully it's a little better for everybody at home, too, and I'm no longer hearing the vacuum cleaner in my head. That one misses outside. Count now 1-2 on Hicks. Yeah, not liking that call from the plate umpire, and some of the fans here are letting him know. Needs to stop pleading his case. 1-2 offering. Misses outside. It runs the count to 2-2. A great crowd for a Sunday afternoon of a long weekend in hand here at Bernie Arbor Stadium. Of course, this was a makeup, so sure, most of the Cardinals diehards did not have this one planned up on their calendars. This one's popped in the air. LaRue calling for it. He'll make the grab, and there's 2 away. Hicks retired on the F6. Lane Renault will be the batter now. He walked his last time up, stole second base.
Stepping up to the plate, the left fielder number 6, Lane Renault.
He's 0 for 0 in the contest. Looking for his first at-bat officially. He calls time. It looks like he bailed out of the lair on that pitch. And it looks like it's a ball. I thought he bailed out of the box, so I thought the umpire had granted time. 1-0 is the count now on Jan. That one misses upstairs. It's now quickly 2-0. Of course, manager Gino Ramel mentioning the book on Yan is, well, sometimes he's on has great control other nights, like he's battling the baseball right now, and struggles for a lot of balls and a lot of walks. So he has a 3-0 count on Lane Renault. That one's in there for a strike. It's 3-1. Three-one offering is swung on and missed, and that one's in there for a strike and runs the count to full at 3-2. That one swung on and missed. Renault goes down on strikes, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning here for the Cardinals. Off to the top of the 6th inning, the Guelph Royals leading the Hamilton Cardinals 4-0. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
For both sides, it is still 4-0 for Guelph as we head to the top of the 6th inning. Now let's check back in with our good friend Emily, see what kind of fun we're having.
Oh, tons of fun! It is time for my favorite game, the tire race. I have paid
My first professional glove, that's the one I remember the most. When I was coming up, even though it wasn't that long ago, having your name on a glove was a big deal.
Top of the sixth inning we go here at Bernie Arbor Stadium. The Guelph Royals leading the Hamilton Cardinals 4-0 on Neil Srivastawa. As we got the tire race going off to our left here as well. Emily Thompson does such a great job of entertaining the fans and keeping the kids active throughout the ball game. Encourage you guys to bring your families down on a Sunday afternoon. Of course, after the ball game, you guys can go on the field, get some autographs, and play a little bit of catch, too. So we have families on the field every Sunday home game here at Bernie Arbor Stadium. Takaguchi working again out here for the Cardinals. All 4 runs charged to Brett Lawson, unfortunately. The difference in the ball game. This, of course, is a game that goes resumed from May 18th, the home opener. Play was suspended in the top of the second inning with the bases loaded and the Royals already up 2-0. Aguchi took over in the hill for Lawson when we resumed action today. He gave up a 2-out single to J.D. Williams to start the inning. And he got the next batter out. So all 4 runs charged to Lawson. Lawson took the loss as well on Friday night, actually, against the Welland Jackfish. So hopefully the Cardinals can rebound here and get him off the hook.
Stepping up to the plate, the catcher, number 2, Joseph Del Rosario.
Joseph Del Rosario will be the batter now. He singled his last time up. Got as far as third base. So he lines this one over the head of Duncan. He's not going to get that one down. And Del Rosario's got himself another single.
Stepping up to the plate, left fielder number 9, Mark Nellis.
Mark Nellis, who did a sacrifice bunt his last time up, will be the batter now. Nobody away here in the top of the 6th inning. Aguchi trying to get his teammates back on the sticks as soon as possible. That one's popped in the air. Into no man's land down the line. Nobody's going to get to that one. Just be a foul ball, and the count is 0-1 on Mark Nellis. Nellis came into action batting .310 on the season. Did have 2 RBIs, 4 doubles. 13 for 42 overall, and 4 runs scored. Another great find from the Royals player development team. And Sean Travers and Dina Rommel. Of course, people asking is where is Blake Stanley? Well, the answer came from Ryan Eakin earlier today. Blake Stanley is playing in that draft league down in the States. Hoping they hear his name called very shortly. That one misses low for a ball. Count now 1-2 on Nellis. Well, thank you once again for tuning in on Cable 14 this afternoon. Hope your long weekend is going well. Throw over, runner back safely at first. First disengagement of the at-bat. Charge to Aguchi. There is some activity down in the Cardinals bullpen. This will be Aguchi's technically 5th inning of work. Connor Corey looks like the one warming up down line. Was off the glove to Aguchi. Deflected to Marriott. He's going to throw to first. Not in time. Nellis is safe at first, and Rosario will go to third. And they get him at second base. So give him the single. There's a hit and an error on the play, on the throw, that allowed Rosario to go to third, and Nellis gets thrown out at second base.
Stepping up to the plate, second baseman number 24, Ryusuke Ohashi.
So give Nellis the single. He is out, I believe it was 3-6 on the out. Rosario goes to third on the error. Charge to the second baseman. Marriott on the throw. Hope I didn't confuse Nate Seeger on that one. One away, runner at third base. Now infield in for the Cardinals, trying to keep this a 4-0 game. As Ohashi swings through that offering for strike one. Gucci gets the sign for Bernardo. His 1-1 offering is swung on and missed by Ohashi for strike two. I think Dino and I both have to go take that Duolingo or something course on Japanese. Rosetta Stone, maybe? 0-2 offering is swung on and missed. Taguchi gets the strikeout as Ohashi goes down for a punch-out, and there's two away. Arthur Kawara will be the batter now. And as Royals manager Dino Romel mentioned, Kawara leaving the Royals shortly to go play in Poland for a month, help the Polish national team. So congratulations to this young man. Swung on and missed for strike one. As Taguchi is dealing here. Four strikeouts to this point so far for Taguchi. Kawara fouls that one off and runs the count quickly to 0-2.
Either of you need a drink up here? What would you like? I'll take a Pepsi. Two Pepsis for Neil.
That one misses in the dirt. Count now 1-2.
Coke, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Coke's okay? Yep. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
Taguchi gets the sign for Bernardo. His 1-2 offering.
Also, 2 strikes.
It's lined by Kawara into the gap. That's going to get down for a base hit. Royals make it 5-0 as Kawara is on his horse going to second. Demanding's throw will be cut off. And Arthur Kawara has himself a 2-out double, and the Royals now lead this one 5-0.
Stepping up to the plate, the wee man of the game, center fielder number 8, J.D. Williams.
J.D. Williams will come to bat now. He's already got an RBI, 2 RBIs single, and flown out to right field. Plus whatever he did on May 18th. I forgot to put that part in the lineup card. Shame on me. He's got 2 RBIs today. Takes ball 1 here from Taguchi. Cardinals down by 5 here as we start to play in the 6th inning. That one's a called strike on the inner half. Runs the count to even at 1-1. Joey's the man. That one misses upstairs, and the count is 2-1. On J.D. Williams. Andy Leader waiting on deck. Should the inning proceed that past. Williams fouls this one off, and the count now is 2-2 with 2 away. First run charged to Taguchi in the contest. The other 4 all charged to Brett Lawson. This one's chopped foul. And we'll go out to play, and Williams will stay alive at 2-2. Taguchi nods his head in agreement on the sign call from Bernardo. 2-2 offering. Swung on and missed. Again to the glove. Williams goes down on strikes. But the Royals get another run to make their lead 5-0. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
One run on 3 hits with 1 runner left on base, 1 error committed. The score is 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Taking a look at the Soul Foods out-of-town scoreboard in Chatham. The Barnstormers lead the Welland Jackfish 3-0 in the top of the 6th inning. In Toronto, the London Rangers lead the Maple Leafs 4-1 in the top of the 4th inning. And in Barrie, the Brantford Red Sox and the Baycats are just getting underway, so it is tied at 0 in the top of the 1st inning.
You should be rolling me, you should be rolling me. You can feel like fantasy, you can feel like fantasy. But you're moving so carefully, let's start living dangerously.
System made that last ball run under the air. Back home. Yesterday, I got text. It's like Aiden texted me yesterday. He's like, "Is Davies one on Earth?" And I'm like, "No." Then I was like, "Can I screw something up?" And he's like, "No, that's my bad."
Yep. Bottom of the 6th inning here at Bernie Arbor Stadium. The Hamilton Cardinals trailing the Guelph Royals 5-0 on a beautiful Sunday afternoon here at the ballpark, and a resumption of the game from May 18th. Out-of-town scoreboard, if you're watching at home. Welland Jackfish losing to the Chatham Camp Barnstormers in the top of the 6th inning, 3-0. Jackfish's 13-game winning streak in jeopardy. Or sorry, 10-11 game winning streak in jeopardy.
I missed that first pitch.
Count is 1-0. That one misses inside quickly, 2-0 now. On Cole Ian Tomasi. Count is 1-1. My bad. That one misses upstairs. Now it's 2-1. Just trying to bring up the scoreboard here for the other 2 games that are going on. Barrie and Brantford just got underway. Of course, the Barrie Baycats retiring 3 numbers today. Among them, Ryan Spataro. That one is lined in the right field for a base hit, and the Cardinals have got the leadoff man aboard with a single from Cole Ian Tomasi. Top of the 5th inning in Toronto, the Majors leading the Maple Leafs 4-2. As we mentioned, the Intergal game. It's actually now 3-1 in the top of the 6th inning. Chatham Kent ahead of Welland, 3-1. And as we mentioned off already, Brantford and Barrie are just scoreless, just underway at 3:05. That one's in there for a strike on Brendan Nicholson. Nicholson will be followed by Zach Merritt and Tyler Duncan waiting in the hole to face Hector Yan. That one misses upstairs, runs the count to 1-1. The wind's not helping the breaking balls today, that's for sure. John's 1-1 offering is a called strike, and it counts now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Brendan Nicholson, who's 0 for 2 in the contest. Struck out looking in the 3rd inning. Hometown fans not happy with the plate umpire again. That one gets away from the catcher. And Ian Tomasi will take second on the wild pitch. Now in scoring position for Brandon Nicholson, who works with a 2-2 count here from Hector Yan. Yan gets the sign from his catcher, Del Rosario. 2-2 offering. is chopped up the middle. Fielded cleanly by the second baseman. He'll throw to first to get Nicholson as Ian Tomasi goes to third with one away. Nicholson retired 4-3 for the putout. Out number one, and Zach Marriott will come to bat now. 0 for 2 so far in the contest. Popped out in foul territory to end the third inning. Marriott's been stuck on 14 RBIs for quite some time. Pops this one down the left field line, but it's going to go foul and out of play. And just strike one. Zach Marriott, who attends Hendrick College in the States. It's been a great addition to this Cardinals lineup. That one misses upstairs, runs the count even to 1-1. Tyler Duncan on deck, followed by Luis Bernardo in the hole. Marriott takes a strike on the inner half. For 1-2, he didn't believe that was a strike, and he looked back in a hurry at the umpire. Jans, 1-2 offering. Comes inside, almost hits the batter. That's going to score a run, though, on the wild pitch. I'm not sure that didn't hit the bat. I thought it was a foul ball, to be honest, but nobody's arguing it, so maybe we're just hearing things and seeing things. Cardinals break the goose egg, still down by 4. It's now 5-1. That'll be a score to wild pitch, allows Ian Tomasi to come home. And Zach Marriott now has a 2-2 count on him. Marriott gives this one a ride to center field. Williams charging hard is going to drop in front of him. And Zach Marriott's got a base hit with one away. That'll bring up Tyler Duncan now. Here's my counterpart, Reed Duffy, calls him the world's tallest shortstop. Will be the batter now. I have the feeling Tyler Duncan's about to explode one of these days into a very long hitting streak.
Go, Donkey!
Runner goes on the first pitch. Rosario's throw down there. And they got him at second base. Marriott caught stealing on the 2-6, and there's 2 away. And I believe that was a called strike on Duncan, but I could be wrong. It's a ball 1, actually. So Marriott retired 2-6 on the putout, caught stealing for the second out of the inning. And Duncan takes that one in there for a strike, and the count is 1-1. This one is driven into center field. Williams is there. He'll make the catch, and the inning is over. Duncan flies out F8. Cardinals do get a run back and now trail this one at 5-1. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
All right, my friends, are you ready to get this party started? I can't hear you.
Now on the mound for your Cardinals, number 99, Alex Flanagan.
Off to the top of the 7th inning here at Bernie Arbor Stadium. The Hamilton Cardinals trailing the Guelph Royals 5-1. It is Lights out Lanigan comes out on the hill for the Hamilton Cardinals. He can change his number to Wild Thing here. So he's got Wild Thing playing in the background and the good old number 99 on his back now. A nod to Charlie Sheen's character, Ricky Vaughn. All he's missing is the glasses, and he can probably pull it off. He'll be tasked with facing Andy Leader, Mike Chiquetto, and Brandon LaRue here in the 7th inning.
Stepping up to the plate, right field.
Of course, we want to thank our friends at Mountain Mitsubishi for being the proud sponsors of Cardinals baseball on Cable 14. Of course, make sure you tune in every Friday night for Mountain Mitsubishi Friday Night Baseball right here on Cable 14. Reed Duthie, myself, and Troy Izakar have the opportunity to bring you baseball games every Friday night throughout the summer. And Lanigan's first pitch is in there for strike one on Andy Leader. Swung on and missed. Leader fall behind the count at 0-2. Having some issues with the scoreboard yet again out here. We really need a new one of those. As Leader swings and misses, and Lanigan gets his first punch out of the afternoon. Another strikeout. Another $3 donated by our friends at Little Caesars to Mountain Services to help strike out hunger in the greater Hamilton area. Mike Chiquetto now the batter. He's 1 for 2 in the contest. Singled his last time up and grounded out 1-3 in the 3rd. Chiquetto hits a comebacker. Lanigan will step and throw to first. He's going to underhand it to first. 1-3 goes the put out. Chiquetto retired, 2 away. Brandon LaRue now the batter. He's 0 for 2. He struck out. And he flew out to left field his last time up. As I mentioned earlier, LaRue attends Florida Atlantic University, Division I in Florida. Just an absolute great talent in this league. This young man is going to go far. That one's in there for our called strike. As Lanigan gets a hit to count at 0-1. That one misses inside. Looks like it slipped out of Lanigan's hand. That'll even the count at 1-1. LaRue gives this one a ride to left field. Renault is going to watch that one drop in front of him. And Brandon LaRue has a 2-out single.
Stepping up to the plate, third baseman, number 16, Keon Masani.
Keon Masani now the batter. He's 0 for 2 in the contest. Grounded out to the pitcher. Struck out looking in the 5th. That one misses outside for ball 1 from Lanigan. Royals scored 4 in the 2nd inning. And 1 in the top of the 6th inning for a 5-0 lead before the Cardinals answered back with a solo run in the home half of the 6th. This one's chopped up the middle. Duncan will just step on second base to get the force to LaRue, and the inning's over. Just one hit for the Royals in the 7th inning, but they lead this ball game 5-1. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
Now let's check back in with our good friend, Emily.
All right, my friend, and it's time for the 7th inning stretch. All my kiddos who want to come up and dance with me, come on and join me.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd.
Find me some peanuts and cracker jacks.
I don't care if we never get back.
The best of the Intercounty Baseball League. best of the intercounty baseball.
Bottom of the 7th inning here at Bernie Arbor Stadium. The Hamilton Cardinals trailing the Guelph Royals 5-1. As Hector Yan looks like he's going back out here for another inning. Actually, this looks like it's Yomar Concepcion actually now. But in point streak, he's listed as Darren Shred. I can assure you that's definitely not Darren Shred. Darren Shred's got some red hair. And a lot lighter skin tone. That looks like it's Yomar Concepcion, the new pitcher for the Royals. We'll make sure Nate gets that checked. We'll have to fix point streak or have somebody fix point streak later on today. That is Yomar Concepcion. On the hill now for the Royals. Hector Yan's day is done. Does allow the 1 run. In the 6th inning. But he pitched 5 complete innings. Stands to get the win should the score hold up the same way it is. Yomar Concepcion's line is coming up momentarily here. Concepcion so far 4 appearances, 7 and 2 of an inning pitched so far. He's allowed 7 runs, 4 are earned, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts, and he starts off Luis Bernardo with a strike. Concepcion with a 4.69 ERA so far on the year. One count on Bernardo, who's 0 for 2 in the contest. Takes the ball low. It's now 2-1. Chopped down the line, but it's going to go foul. And the count is 2-2 on Luis Bernardo, the catcher. This one's popped in the air. And that's going to go out of play. And the count will remain 2-2. Royals got 4 runs in the 2nd inning. Of course, that was a continuation of the game from May 18th, if you're just tuning in. That's why we're in the 7th inning now. And 1 in the top of the 6th inning for the 5-0 lead before the Cardinals answered back with 1 in the home half of the 6th. This one's chopped foul by Bernardo. He stays alive at 2-2. From Yomar Concepcion. That one misses outside for a ball, runs the count to 3-2, and it's a full count on Luis Bernardo. Dennis DeBanning waiting on deck. 3-2 offering. His lines at the middle to center field for a base hit. Bernardo will be aboard to start the 7th for the Cardinals. Bernardo challenging the Royals defense there. On a fake step to towards second base to see if they'd throw over. Dennis DeBanning now will be the batter. 0 for 2 in the contest, struck out in the 2nd inning and grounded into a double play in the 4th, which followed the Dino fist pump up here. I'm going to razz him about that one for a few days. Time called. As Bernardo looks like he's trying to adjust his shoelaces here. Won't be charged a disengagement. It was a called time. Now misses inside for a ball. And the count is 1-0 on Dennis DeBanning. Tanner Rempel waiting on deck, followed by Connor Hicks in the hole. DeBanning gets a hold of one to left field. Nellis will track it down. Actually, it's J.D. Williams is going to get this one as it swirled out in center field. DeBanning retired on the F8 for out number 1 here in the 7th. And Tanner Rempel will be the batter now. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out, 5-3 in the 5th inning. He's hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. Of course, he was last week's HRD Player of the Week in the Intercounty. 5 for 9 last week with 8 RBIs. A lot of great performances this week as well for a bunch of guys in the IBL. Plus, it'll be tough to see who has to make the call on the Player of the Month, too. I don't envy that person. Oh, wait a minute, that's me. I don't envy myself. I think we've narrowed it down a few places. Unfortunately, there's only one Player of the Month award. There's no pitcher, so it's either a player or a batter. Of course, it'll be the Player of the Week and the Batter of the Week or Pitcher of the Week be coming out as well this week as well. As he swings and misses through that one, and finds it inside the count at 1-2. One away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cardinals trailing the Royals by 4. Bernardo goes on the hit and run, and that one's popped in the air. He's going to have to race back to first. It's going to drift out of play, thankfully. And Bernardo can take his time going back. That one's going to go dropping down between the grandstand now, unfortunately. And some youngster is going to crawl underneath to get that souvenir. Oh, a whole bunch of them are crawling underneath there now. Don't get stuck underneath there, please. Don't know how to explain that one to a parent. Yeah, Jimmy got stuck underneath the grandstand. Not sure how. One-two offering is fouled away here by Rempel as he stays alive. Of course, don't forget to vote for your favorite players in the All-Star balloting. You go to the ibl.ca/vote to cast your ballot. Voting finishes on July 5th. You can figure out ticker information during the next half inning. We're looking forward to going down there. Two offering to Rempel. It is driven deep to left field pretty well. And it's going to drop in for a base hit. It goes off the fence. Nellis unable to get to it. Bernardo has to stop at third. And it's a one-out double for Tanner Rempel. The one pushed that one back in, I think. Mark Nellis, unfortunately, just lost his footing out there, too. Ground is probably pretty soft from last night. It's on all that rain we had the last couple days. Bernardo up to third, Rempel up to second. Just one away for Connor Hicks as he faces Yomar Concepcion. Hicks swings and misses at the first offering from Concepcion for strike one. If you want to buy a ticket, you can go to showpass.com/all-star. This one's grounded to the second baseman and do the job. Hicks will drive in a run. It's now a 5-2 ball game. The Cardinals cut the lead to 3. Give Connor Hicks the RBI on the 4-3 ground out as Luis Bernardo comes home to score, and Tanner Rempel goes to third now with 2 away.
Pinch hitting for your Cardinals, number 3, Danny Bird.
Danny Bird will be the pinch hitter. He's going to take over in left field for Lanning Renault here in the 7th inning. Berg batting .385 on the season. 4 RBIs. He pops this one foul for strike one. 15 for 39 on the year. He's got 11 walks so far. 4 RBIs. Whole bunch of singles. No extra base hits for Berg so far. Takes ball 1 low. Evens the count at 1-1. Cole Intimasi waits on deck. That one's out. Strike called on the inner half. Runs the count to 1-2.
Correct.
1-2 offering to Berg. On its way. Misses low for a ball. It runs the count to 2-2. Swung on and missed. He gets him to go down the strikes, and that'll be the inning. Off the top of the 8th inning we go here at Burning Arbor Stadium. The Cardinals trailing the Guelph Royals. It's 5-2. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
Hey fans, check out our Instagram story to see our winner for tonight.
The best of the Inter-County Baseball League descend on the Rose City on July 20th as the 2023 Dominico Cup champion Welland Jackfish and Welland Stadium host the 2024 Inter-County Baseball League All-Star Showdown and Home Run Derby. For ticket information, visit wellandjackfish.com/all-star or call 905-735-9834. Welland Jackfish Baseball. Fans first, fun always. Get hooked.
Welcome back to Burning Arbor Stadium. I'm Neil Sriwastawa. The Hamilton Cardinals trailing the Guelph Royals 5-2 as Alex Lanigan goes back out here to work. His second inning of work here. Looking to keep the status quo here, give his opportunity back to the Royals, back to the Cardinals to get back into the scoreboard. As they trail by 3. Of course, you saw the ad for the Welland Jackfish All-Star Game, the All-Star Showdown, hosted by the defending champions, as always, as per the league's constitution. First time in several years we're actually having an All-Star Game, so definitely go to wellandjackfish.com/all-star. Get those tickets, and don't forget you guys can also vote for the All-Stars. Voting is going to end on July 5th, so you have that time. You need to use one email address per vote.
23, Evan Ash, pinch hitter.
Evan Ash is going to be the pinch hitter here
Pinch hitting for Guelph, number 23.
for Joseph Del Rosario. Evan Ash, the Acton native, just committed to a new school this offseason as well. Saw it on his social media a couple days ago. Congratulations, Evan. Best of luck to your new school. Takes ball 1 inside from Lanigan. That one misses outside, and the count quickly 2-0 on Evan Ash, the pinch hitter. Ash be followed by Merrick Nellis and then Rasuki Ohashi in the inning. That one swung on and missed. And the count is now 2-1 on Ash. This one's popped foul. Two-two offering is swung on and missed. Ash goes down on strikes. Lanigan gets another punch out and another $3 donated by our friends at Little Caesars to Mission Services to help strike out hunger in the Hamilton area. Mark Nellis now the batter.
Now at the plate, left fielder number 9, Mark Ellis.
Nellis be followed by Ohashi. Waits on deck. That one's in there for a called strike. As Lana gets ahead of the count at 0-1. If you're trying to reach me on my cell phone or via social media today, apologies, my phone died up here. I left the car charger in the car. 2 strikes on the count here on Nellis. Lanigan gets the sign for Bernardo. It's lined up the middle by Nellis, an 0-2 pitch that just got a little too high up in the zone. And Nellis made him pay.
Stepping up to the plate.
Royals have got a runner on and one away here now. Ohashi has got a pair of singles so far in the contest and 2 stolen bases. Looks like Connor Corey getting loose down in the Cardinals bullpen. First pitch is in there for a strike on Ohashi. Ohashi 2 for 4 in the contest. Lined out in the first inning on May 18th. That still sounds weird. Had a single on May 18th. That one's not going to be caught, and that's going to try to tag him, but didn't have the ball, unfortunately. That'll likely be scored in E4.
Stepping up to the plate.
Ohashi will reach on the fielder's choice. E4 charges on Nellis, or charged to the second baseman. Allows Nellis to go to third. And Arthur Kawara will be the batter now. Kawara doubled his last time up and struck out in the 4th. Has an RBI as well. That one misses inside for a ball. On Cora. Flanagan gets the sign for Bernardo. Cora puts this one through a little on the rope. Past the shortstop. And the Royals make it a 6-2 ball game. Arthur Cora with another RBI and another single. Prompt the mound visit here from Lanigan. Likely his day is done as Connor Corey has been loosening up out there. Actually, it looks like he might be staying in here. Yeah, he's staying in. Just wanted to do some defensive work out here. And reminders as far as coverage goes. Runners at first and second now with one away. Double play still in order. J.D. Williams will be the batter now. Williams has already got 2 RBIs and a single. Flown out to center field and struck out struck out in the 6th.
Number 8, J.D. Williams.
6-2 is your score. The Royals leading. That one misses outside for ball 1 on Williams. Williams fouls that one off for strike 1. Runs the count even at 1-1. Royals scoring 4 times in the 2nd inning, 1 in the 6th inning, and 1 here in the top of the 8th inning for 6 runs. Cardinals answering back with 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th for their 2 runs. 6-2 is your score. The scoreboard in-house here, unfortunately, having some errors, so I'll have to reset that during the half inning. That one's fouled away by Williams, and the count is 1-2. Some new lights and a new scoreboard are probably the tasks at hand here for next year. The scoreboards, unfortunately, just outlived its usefulness.
Last call is coming this minute.
And that one misses outside for a ball, runs the count to 2-2. Now once it misses outside, I run the count to full with one away here. Runners will not be going on the pitch, but will be going on contact if it's on the ground. Williams gets a hold of this one to the center field with Nicholson charging hard. He's going to make the catch. They're going to double off the runner at second base as Brandon Nicholson just took a bullet for his teammates out there, and now will have to be helped off the field. But Brandon Nicholson with the catch of the ball game here.
2 hits with 1 runner left on base.
I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. He gets back up on his feet here, and we're okay. But Brandon Nicholson went full on out there, flat out, made the catch for the out. 5-2 is your score here, or sorry, 6-2 is your score now. As the Royals still lead this one over the Cardinals, as you're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14. Bottom of the 8th inning here at Bernie Arbor Stadium. The Hamilton Cardinals trailing the Guelph Royals 6-2. I'm Neil Sriwastawa. Thank you so much for tuning in on Cable 14 on your Sunday afternoon. As Yomar Concepcion continues his warm-up pitches here in the home half of the 8th inning. Cole Ian Tomasi be the first batter to face him, followed by Brandon Nicholson, who made the highlight reel catch in the top of the 8th inning, and Zach Marriott. Cardinals down by 4 as they're trying to reset the scoreboard here at the ballpark. So in case you're wondering and watching here in the ballpark, why is the scoreboard blank? They're just resetting it. I think the wireless remote unfortunately lost communication once again.
Stepping up to the plate, third baseman, number 8.
I remember when I first started doing games here in this ballpark, it was a manually adjusted scoreboard down the line in right field where the Luna sign is by the foul pole. Cole Ian Tomasi, as we mentioned, will be the first batter to face Yomar Concepcion here in the home half of the 8th inning with the Cardinals down by 4. Ian Tomasi jumps on the first offering he sees. Leader gives it a chase. He'll make the catch in right field, and there's one away. Ian Tomasi retired on the F9. That'll bring up Brendan Nicholson now.
Center fielder number 4.
Definitely got the wind knocked out of his sails, but he went for that baseball out in the 8th inning. We're definitely going to clip that one when we get home. That was highlight reel material all over. Nicholson is 0 for 4 in the contest. Takes a strike low and falls behind the count at 0-1 from Yomar Concepcion. That one misses inside, runs the count to even at 1-1. A happy Canada Day weekend to everybody watching, wherever you are watching. That one misses outside for a ball. And I believe the count is 2-1 on Brandon Nicholson. Six-2 is your score. That one misses low again. It's 3-1. 3-1 offering. Nicholson gives this one a ride to left field. Nellis will be there. He has a beat on it. Had to move in a hurry as the wind pushed that one back. Nicholson retired on the F7 for the second out of the inning.
Stepping up to the plate, second baseman number 1, Zach Marriott.
The wind gusted that one back in front of an Ellis. Looked like it was hit a lot further than it was. You can see the kites even out there. The kids are trying to fly out there in center field. Are soaring and roaring out there too. Zach Marriott will bat now with 2 away. Singled his last time up, but got caught stealing in the 6th inning. One for 3 in the contest so far for Marriott. Takes that one low when the count is 2-0. Two offering. Is a called strike. The count now 2 balls and a strike on Marriott. Even the birds are having problems flying around here. That one almost got stuck in the netting as the wind gusted up again. Now you hear it on the microphone. That one misses low, and the count now 3-1 on Zach Marriott. Tyler Duncan waiting in the wings here, followed by Luis Bernardo in the hole. Should Marriott reach base? Concepcion gets a sign from Evan Ash. The 3-1 offering on its way. Marriott pops this one in the air, but it's going to go out of play and foul to our left. Run the count to full at 3-2. Lined up the middle. Takes a weird hop on Brando LaRue. Or LaRue would have had a chance on that one. It was a base hit up the middle. And Zach Marriott's aboard with 2 away, and Tyler Duncan will come to the plate here.
Stepping up to the plate, the shortstop, number 5.
Cardinals down by 4. Duncan can make it a 2-run ball game with 1 swing of the bat here. Somebody is getting loose down in the Royals bullpen now. Likely it's Brandon Deans. I'm not sure who that is, though. No, it's not Deans because it looks like he's out there talking to somebody else. That one's in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1 on Duncan. Duncan 0 for 3 in the contest. Does have a walk. That one misses way outside from Concepcion. Evens the count at 1-1. That one misses outside for a ball. And the count is 2-1 on Duncan. Luis Bernardo waiting on deck. Should Tyler Duncan find a way to extend this inning? Concepcion from the stretch. 2-1 offering. This is high and outside for a ball. It's 3-1. Duncan swings and misses on that offering. And a run the count to full at 3-2 with 2 away. Duncan gets a hold of one to the left field. Nellis and LaRue converging. It'll be LaRue that makes the call and the catch. And the inning's over. Duncan is retired, as are the Cardinals. We're off to the top of the 9th inning. The Guelph Royals leading this one 6-2. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14.
All right, fans, it's time to pull out those 50-50 tickets to see if you are today's lucky winner. If you've got ticket number C-6224 and your name is Frank Berry, you are today's lucky winner. Once again, ticket number C-6224, your name is Frank Berry, you are going home today $230 richer. Please visit the Cancer Assistance booth on the concourse.
Top of the ninth inning here at Burning Arbor Stadium in Hamilton, Ontario. Hamilton Cardinals trailing the Guelph Royals 6-2. A new pitcher on the hill for the Cardinals. Connor Corey takes over on the hill for the Cardinals here in the ninth inning, who trail the Royals by 4. Corey just looking to get the Royals retired in order here. Give the Cardinals a chance in the home half of the ninth inning. Another look at the Rawlings out-of-town scoreboard. Top of the eighth inning in Welland. The Chatham-Kent Barnstormers, in Chatham-Kent, actually. Barnstormers ahead of the Welland Jackfish, 3-2 in the top of the eighth inning. In Toronto, the London Majors now only leading the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-4 in the top of the eighth inning. In Barrie, in the top of the second inning, the Barrie Baycats leading the Brantford Red Sox 2-0. Of course, back here, it is a 6-2 game for the Guelph Royals. It's a resumption of the game for May 18th. So if you're just tuning in and go, wow, these guys are moving along the game pretty fast here today. You're not wrong, but we had some help. As Connor Corey will come in here and just, first batter he'll have to face is Andy Leader, the right fielder. Followed by Mike Cicchetto and Brandon LaRue. The wind keeps continuing to gust and just flipped my score page upside down on me here. So bear with us a second. Leader will bat against Connor Corey. Leader fouls off the first offering from Corey for strike one. Leader is 0 for 2. Does have a walk and got thrown out 8-6 in the fifth. Takes the ball outside, evens the count at 1-1. Royals scoring 4 in the second inning. All charged to Brett Lawson on May 18th, even though the 2 runs didn't come across till today. 1 in the 6th inning, 1 in the 7th. Or sorry, 1 in the 8th and 1 in the... Cardinals answering back with runs in the 6th and 7th innings for the 6-2 score. Two-two count on Leader now. Corey, option. Fouled away again, and the count will remain 2-2. Of course, 4 games in action tomorrow as well on Canada Day around the Intercounty. This is ground to the third and cross in time to get Leader on the 5-3 for the first out of the inning.
Stepping up to the plate.
Brantford's in Guelph at a 1:05 start, and the other 3 games are evening starts. Of course, in Welland, the Cardinals are taking on the Jackfish in Welland, 6:05 start. If you're going to make the trip up to Welland, fireworks after the ball game there. Barrie's in London at a 6:05. Well, that's where we'll be tomorrow night, as the Majors hosts the Barrie Baycats. And Toronto and Chatham-Kent will get it underway at Fergie Jenkins Field at 6:05 as well. So happy Canada Day for everyone. Please be safe wherever you're doing tomorrow. If you're having a few beverages, please be responsible. Don't drink and drive. That one's fouled away by Cicchetto, and that runs the count even to 1-1. Brandon LaRue waiting on deck, followed by Keon Masani. Should we get that far in this inning? Connor Corey would love to get his team back in there, and their opportunity in the 9th inning at status quo, but down by 4. That one just misses low on Chiquetto. And the count is 2-1. This one's chopped foul. And runs the count to 2-2. This was popped in the air in the infield. Rempel calls for it. He'll make the catch. Chiquetto's retired on the F3 in foul territory for the second half of the inning.
Stepping up to the plate, shortstop number 5, Brando LaRue.
The bat unfortunately got Luis Bernardo. That was not intentional by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think Chiquetto realized Bernardo was that far behind him, and the bat just got Bernardo square. Looks like Bernardo was okay, though. And Brandon LaRue will bat here with 2 away. LaRue takes ball 1 high and inside. Count 1-0. Corey asking the umpire if it was inside. It was an arm motion. He nods his head in agreement. 1-0 offering. Misses low for a ball. Count now 2-0 on Brandon LaRue. LaRue 1 for 3 in the contest with a single in the 7th inning. Watches that one sail outside for a 3-0 count from Connor Corey. That one's in there for a strike. The count now 3-1. This one's chopped foul. And runs the count to full at 3-2 on Brandon LaRue. That one misses outside. LaRue will draw the 2-out walk here. Royals have got a base runner with 2 away.
Stepping up to the plate, third baseman, number 16, Keon Masani.
Keon Masani down the batter. He's 0 for 2 in the contest. Sorry, 0 for 3. I missed his bat in the 7th inning on my score sheet. Masani hits the first one back. Connor Corey does the flip the first, and that's going to end the inning. Royals will strand the base runner. Have nothing across in the top of the 9th inning. Cardinals coming up with a last chance, down by 4. When we come back, you're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball on Cable 14. Off to the bottom of the 9th inning we go here at Burning Arbor Stadium. The Hamilton Cardinals trailing the Guelph Royals 6-2 on Cable 14. I'm Neil Srivastawa, as Wes Johnstone will take over on the hill for the Guelph Royals. Another one of the youngsters in manager Gino Romel's lineup. Johnstone, another one of these high-performance Mississauga Tigers, coached by Sean Travers, who also doubles as the director of player development and recruitment for the Royals. Travers is a longtime Royal, longtime inter-county legend as well. Him and George Halim should really get together and make the Canadian national team one year. I'd just love to see what those two guys could do with their heads put together. Johnston will face Luis Bernardo, Dennis DeBanning, and Tanner Rempel due up in the order here as the Cardinals trail by 4.
Now on the mound for Guelph, number 7, Wes Johnson.
Almost got it. Yep, just let me just get out.
Luis Bernardo will lead things off here.
Stepping up to the plate, the catcher, number 14, Luis Bernardo.
With some papers scrambling up in front of my face here, so we had to mute the mic for a second. No visit charge. It's what we call a cross-up. I even asked Scott Costello what we should call it. He didn't really have a term for it either, so we're calling it a cross-up so far. Basically, if the umpires go out with it with the catcher, it means they're just talking about signs. If they're talking about anything else, they're actually supposed to eject them. At least at the major league level. Here, they might just probably warn them. We definitely have to get Scott Costello on the broadcast or on YouTube at some point and just go over some of the rule changes. Get the umpire's perspective. I think that'd be a great idea. As the count is 1-1 here on Bernardo. Maybe not the All-Star game. One offering to Bernardo. This is low for a ball. Count 2-1. There's a couple Royals down in the bullpen, should they be needed. Bernardo hits this one foul as the wind gusts again. Wind's been blowing in all the game. Usually when you come to a Cardinals ball game, the wind is going out, but here it's going in all day, game long. As Bernardo works with a 2-2 count. That one's in the dirt. Great stop by Evan Ash to keep that one in front of him. That'll run the count to full on Luis Bernardo at 3-2. Bernardo draws a leadoff walk here to start the 9th inning. Cardinals are showing signs of life here. Dennis DeBanning, who's 0 for 3 in the contest, will be the batter now. He's struck out. He's grounded to a double play in the 4th inning and flew out to center field in the 7th. DeBanning, another one of these guys who's just hoping the Cardinals will get a little of a charge going from. Get him on a hot streak. Takes strike one on the outer half. For strike one, the count behind now is 0-1 on his in Johnston's favor.
6 runs, 14 hits, no errors, and 10 left on.
That one misses for a ball. The count is 1-1. The Royals to this point in this contest, 6 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They've left 10 base runners.
2-5-3.
Cardinals are 2 runs, 5 hits, and 3 left on base. That one's lined out to right field as leader makes the catch. DeBanning retired for out number 1 on the F9. That'll bring up Tanner Rempel, who doubled his last time up.
44, Tanner Rempel.
As Bernardo will lead off first base again. Rempel swings and misses that first offering for strike one. Now misses outside, evens the count at 1-1.
That's a total score of 7.
Yeah.
This one's fouled away. Hector Yon will stand to get the win for the Royals. He came in relief of Kyle Thomas. Thomas only pitched 1 inning, so he didn't qualify for the victory or the decision. Allen misses low. Evens the count at 2-2 on Tanner Rempler. Rempel gives a ride to left field pretty deep this time. This time it's going to be just foul. How inconveniently the wind did not take that one. But now it gusts 2 seconds later. A foul ball for Tanner Rempel. And we'll do it again at 2-2. 6-2 is your score. The Royals leading the Cardinals here in the 9th inning. Cardinals down to their last 2 outs. Rempel working with a 2-2 count on him. 2-2 pitch is in the dirt low for ball 3. Catcher asked for the appeal, didn't get it, wasn't granted. Plate umpire said he did not go around. And they now count as full on Rempel at 3-2, who's with 1 away. Strike 3 called. Rempel goes down looking. And there's 2 away here. As Jared Merkley runs up another Cardinal tonight. Connor Hicks will bat now with 2 away here. For that's ending the last chance for the Cardinals here in the 9th inning. As they're down by 4.
6 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Correct. 2 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors, 5 left.
One gets away from the catcher. Bernardo will go to second base on the wild pitch. Cardinals at this point 2 runs, 5 hits. They committed 3 errors and left 5 men on base, including Luis Bernardo. Well, that could change depending on what Connor Hicks does in this at bat. Chops this one at the second baseman. One hops it, throws to first, and that's the ball game. The Guelph Royals will win this one 6-2.
This afternoon's final score: the visiting Guelph Royals 6, your Hamilton Cardinals 2.
Royals get their 10th victory of the season. The Cardinals fall back down to 500 at 9-9. Both teams back in action tomorrow. Royals hosting the Brantford Red Sox. Game time is 1:05 in that contest. And of course, the Cardinals are off to Welland tomorrow night. A 6:05 start at Welland Stadium. If you're taking that one in, make sure you go get your tickets online at jackfish.com. And hope to see you guys back here on Friday Night Baseball, presented by Mountain Mitsubishi. Friday night, 7:35 start. Come join us on Cable 14. For everybody on the crew here, it's my pleasure to sign off this afternoon. I'm Neil Sherwasser. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next time. Take care.